Hey, good morning. This is Juliet. Um, I am celebrating 300 days of being clean and sober today. And to celebrate that, actually, I think it was yesterday, but I didn't have time to do a video. So to celebrate, I wanted to share something with you. Um, I want to share today some tips for feeling comfortable in your own skin. And one of the reasons this is so important to me is because I'm 34 this year, and I think last year was really the beginning of a journey for me that allowed me to actually experience this. Starting from the time when I was a teenager, I just had this constant feeling of not feeling at peace with myself. Um, Not feeling comfortable in my own skin, just constantly trying to wriggle out of whatever situation I was in. And I think that was one of the reasons that I was constantly drinking, is because I just didn't know who I was. I never felt okay. And like the only time I felt like I could really be who I wanted to be was when I was, you know, nearly blacked out. So, um, I've learned a couple things over the last few months, and I just wanted to share it with you. Um, the neat thing is that once you actually start applying some things that time after time after time people have told you, and once you apply it and then you feel that relief, there's nothing like it. And it makes you want more of that. So, for those of you who have never heard some of these things before, I hope it helps. And if you're not in the mood to do it now, put it in your memory bank for later and try it when you're ready. So, here are my 5 tips for feeling comfortable in your own skin. Uh, Step number 1. Um, this was a hard one, and it's decide to love yourself. Um, this needs to happen at the beginning of everyone's journey, because nobody else can do this for you. I want to tell you, though, in case no one else has ever told you, you are worthy. You are special. You are meant to be here. You are not an accident. And it doesn't matter what you've done up until this point. You are worthy of being loved, and you are loved by a higher power greater than you. Whether you believe in that or not, you are. You can accept that at any time. So that's kind of step 1. It's, do I really deserve all the good that life has to offer? And I decided that last year that answer was yes. I deserve all of these things, and I'm going to be good to myself. So, step 2, tips for feeling comfortable in your own skin. Start taking an evaluation of yourself and your life. Get to know yourself. I've learned a lot about myself since I've been sober for 300 days, and there are some things that I like and some things that I don't. And the beauty of this life is that the things that we don't like about ourselves, we're a work in progress. We can constantly change who we are becoming. And I think that is just the greatest news ever. I don't have to be somebody who blows up and gets angry. I don't have to be somebody who is afraid to leave my house. That's not how I define myself. Sometimes those things happen, but that doesn't have to be who I am forever. And I like that. So when you're taking an evaluation of yourself, be gentle. Be truthful, but be gentle. Find out where you anchor. Like when everything's going to shit, where do you turn? What's your plan? And for me, when I was getting to know myself, at first, I was overwhelmed with this idea of I'm on my own. Like, I'm married and I have my family, but sometimes I feel like no one will ever truly know me. And that was part of like plugging into my higher power, to, my relationship with God, is when I get to know myself, I'm getting to know God as He knows me. And I'm still working out that relationship, but I realized that being on my own is not such a bad thing. When I'm plugged into my higher power, I know that He will help me with everything I need in that moment, and that I don't really need anything else or anyone else. Everything I need is here. My good friend Janelle is she has a line of children's books coming out called Within Me Now. Her name is Janelle, and she's currently running a toy backer campaign. So check that out. I'll put a link up in the comments. Okay, so exciting. Step 3, tips for feeling comfortable in your own skin. This is a big one. This is a hard one. And I work with teenagers, and this is huge for them. It's stop running from discomfort. This was so flippin' hard for me, and I'm still trying to learn how to deal with it. But there are just some times where I am so uncomfortable that I just want to run. I want to run away or hide, or sometimes I'll just go sit in the bathroom in the dark because I just can't deal with how uncomfortable I am. But I challenge you to, when you're in those moments, to stop for a moment and just evaluate the space that you're in. Let it settle in, let it settle down, lean in, and just give in to the moment that you're in. And what that means is not saying that, this is where I am forever, but this is where I'm at right now, and I'm going to be okay. And just accept it for just a minute. And you'll notice that your whole outlook will change. And when you do that, that gives you the power to start to have better life. Is instead of just running blindly away from the pain that you're feeling, to really just take a second. Why am I feeling this way? What are the things that have gotten me to this moment? Relax. Accept it. And then you can take a step forward in the right direction. So, okay, step number 4. This video is already long, I'm sorry. Step number 4, learn some life skills. You can learn these from a lot of different places. There are self-help books. There are YouTube videos up the wazoo. People that you look up to, people who have a better life than you, people who have their shit together better than you. I have a ton of people that are constantly speaking good life skills into my life. These are things like get enough sleep. Don't do drugs and alcohol when you're already depressed. Hello. Make sure you're getting enough to eat. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. When you're depressed, work out, eat well, do something with your hands. These are all life skills that you can learn that will help you to feel more comfortable and will help you cope. Step number 5, the last step. And this is a hard one, especially for younger people, but it's crucial. And that is evaluate your friends, or evaluate the people that you're spending a lot of time with. In some cases, evaluate your family. Who is surrounding you? Who's speaking into your life? Who is affecting you on a daily basis? Who's teaching you behavior. And a lot of times, you know, the people that we hang out with, if we're not careful, we'll just end up with that group of people not even knowing how we get there. Does your friend put you down? Do they tell you you can't do something? Do they make fun of you for trying? These are the kind of people that you don't want to hang out with. And if you're not ready to kick them to the curb immediately, try to, you know, let them know that you expect better out of them. Also, be the kind of friend that you would like to have. Build others up. Tell them that they did a good job. Be enthusiastic, even if you don't feel like it. When you're in a situation with other people, even if it's boring, bring a little bit of yourself. Have something to offer. You know, sometimes, like when I go and I do volunteer work, I don't want to be there. But when I take my good attitude there and I'm like, okay, you know what? If I'm here, I'm going to have a good time and I'm going to be a blessing to others. You get that back. You get that back so much. And by the end of the day, you'll notice that not only do you feel good, but all the people around you feel good too. So let's do our best to hang around people who are good for us and to be the kind of friends that we'd like to see in our lives. So that's it. Those are 5 tips for feeling more comfortable in your own skin. Go on, Lola. I'm so thankful for my life, and I'm so thankful for the journey that I'm on. You know, everything's not going all roses for me, and that's one of the reasons that I really feel the need to record these videos, is because I'm talking to you from a very broken place, but I am anchored in truth of knowing that there is a plan for me, that there is someone greater than me out there looking out for me, and that no matter what happens, there will be good that comes out of it. And I know that to be true. And for all of you who feel sad and feel overwhelmed and just don't know what to do with yourselves, please keep getting up in the morning and trying again. Please keep knocking at the door. Please keep seeking. Please, please decide that you are worth love and respect, that you are worthy of having a good life, and that you can have it. Your good life may not look the same way that someone else does, and that's okay. You know, my measurement of success is certainly not the same as most people that I know. My big goal in life is just to feel happy and okay most of the time. And now that I've achieved that, I can't ever go back to being the way that I was. And my greatest prayer today is that that you begin a journey for yourself towards the best life that you can lead. Okay, I've talked for a really long time, so I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.